Hello everyone and welcome to my bold and beautiful channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Rich steps back while Brooke muses over moving forward. Tom showed up to Il Giardino carrying his entire belongings in a rucksack. Glad to see Tom again. Deacon said though he had been sincere in offering Tom a job, Deacon didn't think he could make up for his assistance with Sheila. Tom was wary because companies didn't hire habitual offenders. Deacon pointed out that he was guilty of enough bad behaviors himself. When he inquired as to Tom's recovery, Tom said he was keeping track of the days. Would Tom work hard? Deacon asked. Yes, sir, Tom answered back, but Deacon admonished him not to call him that again. When Deacon made Tom an employment offer, they clicked. After feeding Tom, Deacon inquired as to if he had lodging. Tom said it had been a long time since someone had believed in him and that he felt Deacon had done enough to this. Deacon said he and Sheila would always owe Tom money. Tom and Deacon talked about the kinds of jobs Tom might take. Tom feared spilling beverages on the patrons and could hardly operate a microwave. Deacon was irate because his delivery person wasn't there when his pizza order came in. Tom got his license and had determined he could deliver pizza, though it was an important order. Dean agreed to give it a try. When Liam got to the design office, he asked Katie if she wanted to guess what Bill had told him after meeting RJ with her. Katie said Bill believed Luna might be his daughter. Liam said, surprised that RJ and Katie knew that. Bill was thrilled about it. Katie statedly had told her Poppy wanted nothing more. Tom showed up later and handed RJ his pizzas. RJ said Tom his tip might be found online. As he was walking out for Liam and Katie, RJ offered slice. Katie consented to have a portion as they awaited the DNA test findings. Liam ultimately felt he had to leave, but Luna had sent RJ a message indicating that the paternity test had begun. Tom was back at Il Giardino, thrilled to have delivered his first baby. He inquired as to the meaning of an online tip after Deacon promised to clarify everything later. Tom was hired. It was time to find out if Poppy was telling the truth about Luna being Bill's daughter. Lee decided at Bill's house. Lee said she worked in medicine and that her test was sealed. Bill put an end to the sisterly arguments since he didn't want anything to ruin the day. He would find out if he was Luna's father. Luna said she hoped he was as Lee reviewed the test procedures. Bill wanted to find out shortly that he was Luna's father. Lee ran the test after getting DNA swaps from Luna and Bill. Lee mentioned she remembered the house while they waited for the findings. Seeing Bill again, she said, was pleasant that Bill and Lee knew one another. Surprised Luna. Lee related what had happened when Bill had discovered her on the dock following her altercation with Sheila. Luna found the story fascinating. A bell rang. Lee grabbed up the exam right away. Look what we have here, she remarked. Bill inquired as to the test outcome, as did Poppy and Luna. They should be in agreement. Steffi informed Ridge and Eric's office, though she argued that he knew Huff had been declining and still had sided with Hope. He insisted they couldn't agree on everything. Ridge insisted he had taken sides with nobody. He'd been acting in the best interest of the business, and at the moment losing Huff wasn't the figures Steffi insisted spoke for themselves, and she didn't want to find herself in the same predicament as when Thomas had left the last time. Though Carter understood after some thought, he agreed with Rid. In addition to the necessity of Huff, the new team required time to gel. Carter thought the team should have enough time to make it right, because the ideas looked decent without Thomas. Steffi added things wouldn't be the same, so Ridge had to step up. Ridge was not inclined to help out. His passion was couture, and he thought he should take on less rather than more responsibility. Rich said he was a designer and didn't want to work for the company with Eric less active and Thomas gone. Someone had to make things. Without products, there would be no business. He questioned if they all understood, while Steffi said Heft wasn't doing well. Ridge insisted the company was. He encouraged her to have hope and vowed it will recover. The rest was up to Steffi, he said, as Kuchar would suffer without him. Designing, I have a lot on my plate, Steffi said, though Ridge was sure Steffi could handle the work. He added they could find someone at Forrester to take over if she felt she needed assistance. Hope showed up to Eric's residence. Hope that Heft will continue while Brooke was there. Hope and Brooke gave each other grinning hugs. The look on her face when Rid and Carter agreed with me, Hope told Brooke. Hope said Rid and Carter had agreed on Brooke's prior accomplishments. According to Brooke, working with the company had made her happy and proud. Hope questioned whether Brooke had considered stepping up once Warren, not knowing what he was incapable of, Hope remembered how much the business had prospered under Brooke's leadership. Brooke claimed she could run it well and efficiently, and remembered enjoying it. Brooks said Steffi wasn't leading competently when she gave up on during a season marked by mild depression when Hope brought up Forrester. Brooke seemed to light up. Brooke said she wanted to avoid stepping on any toes, but that she had a lot to contribute and would change. Brooke didn't want to anger the almighty Steffi Forrester, Hope said. Hope and Brooke spoke about Brooke's enduring influence on clients and business associates. Hope described her mother as a gifted inventor and designer, and stated Brooke Logan was a sought-after fashion industry legend. Brooke said there was no room at the top because Ridge and Steffi were coups, but Hope wanted Brooke to take the company forward. Hope said Steffi's father had gotten her the job, not years of the kind of labor Brooke had put in. Would be interesting to see what Forrester would be like without Logan's influence. Hope had had it with Steffi treating them like valley trash rather than appreciating the hard work Brooke had put in to get an education and forge her own possibilities. Hope begged Brooke to come forward since she was tired of Steffi's conceited demeanor, and they could terminate Steffi's careless leadership. Ridge's choice. Katie waits for the results. Tom gets a present Tuesday, June 4th. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful suggests that Hope, Logan, and Nuka Noel destiny is decided by Rich Forrester. Torsten K. Heather Tom's Katie Logan anxiously awaits word about Luna knows Lisa Yamada fatherhood. Thomas Clunt Howard receives a big gift from Deacon Sharp. Scene canon. Rich Forrester chooses fate. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that Ridge will have the last say on whether or not Hope for the future can recover from its current situation. Rich thinks Hope's team can turn things around in due course. Ridge has to have some alone time to think things over and decide what to do. Ridge doesn't think of himself as a corporate guy. Usually Ridge, a designer, defers to Steffi on financial matters. Ridge is aware nevertheless of Hope's previous success since R.J. Forrester. Joshua Hoffman is working on the line. Ridge also wants to offer his son an opportunity to succeed. Mob exclusive. Katie Logan requests paternity test results. The paternity test results from Luna and Bill Spencer Don Damon are much anticipated by Katie. Had Katie kept to herself, Lee Finnegan and Yoni Matsuda would not have been aware of the DNA test. All Katie had to do was spew and Slee scurrying to Bill's place to start problems. Katie clearly feels envious of Poppy and opposes Poppy's having a kid with Bill, as if Katie is worried that Luna may wind up losing her son a portion of his inheritance or something. When Bill has had all of his life to himself, how could Katie not want him to have access to one child? Highlights for The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, June 4th. Ridge's choice. Katie awaits results. Tom gets a gift. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Tom receives a gift. Deacon is incredibly happy in his new marriage and will always be indebted to Tom, the homeless man who led him to Shyla in that warehouse. That evening, Deacon would want to thank Tom for his assistance with a large donation. Tom being homeless, this might be a number of things, of course. Deacon offers what else might Deacon offer Tom, given that he has already extended an employment offer at the restaurant? Maybe Deacon wants to offer Tom lodging as well. To what extent will Deacon go in order to support the man who brought him back together with Sheila Carter? Kimberland Brown. Will Tom, who spent some time homeless, at last have a roof over his head and a decent meal to eat?